Hi everyone, thanks for being with me and welcome to another episode of my show this time from Brisbane. We'll be back home tomorrow, so we'll be in my studio making the most fabulous videos on all issues concerning politics that you can imagine. Please remember to subscribe to my channel, ring the bell for further notifications, do all the stuff that you need to do to let me know that you're thinking of me. It costs you nothing, and it's a fabulous way to let me know that you're still there. And remember to comment in the section below, because I love reading your comments and hearing more from you. Today, I've got this other thing about that I'm going to post about Rita Panahi, because Rita, as I've said before, is, I think, one of the most hateful persons on this earth. And there's a lot of projection that happens with Rita. So when she's criticizing others, she's normally criticizing herself. It's just that she doesn't recognize that because she has no internal mechanism that tells her that she perhaps needs to be a little bit introspective. She needs to look inside herself and recognize her own fallacies and failings before she offers those criticisms to others. And I need to add, before anybody criticizes me for any of what I just said, I do endeavor to look within myself for my own criticisms, and perhaps I'm not as aware of them as I should be, and there will be people who will comment that I'm not. So I appreciate that. Let me know what you think down below. Now I'm going to play a snippet from Rita, which just lets us know what sort of disgraceful human being she really is. And I just want you to look for the projection stuff. So when she criticizes others, particularly those people that are well known, which in this case she's criticizing the actor Bateman, but in doing so, she also talks about herself in a way that I find kind of interesting. So I'll just play this clip for you, and as we go along, we will talk about it.
Celebrities continue to beclown themselves by sharing their dim-witted musings on world events, domestic politics, really whatever they see trending on TikTok that morning. You know, I miss the days when we could put actors on a pedestal and delude ourselves into thinking they're really interesting and clever people. These days...
Now, I need to say that this is Rita saying that she would like to be placed on a pedestal and to be appreciated and loved by other people. This is kind of the message she's giving about herself. I find this quite interesting.
Eager to lecture the masses, and things go wrong when they go off script, when they start forming sentences.
And just another quick point there is that here she is trying to lecture the masses also.
Not written by teams of professional writers. Then you get idiotic gibberish like this from Jason Bateman.
Do you think Trump would have gotten the same number of votes if the people who voted for him had access to, or the curiosity to seek out and find, the truth? Because they're not getting the truth over on Fox.
The sweet irony.
Now, I think the thing that we need to reflect on here is that Bateman said that they're not getting the truth on Fox. Well, the projection and reflection that's happening here is they're not getting the truth on Sky News either. And I think this is what sits in her groin, is that she's saying to herself, well, he's saying that we're being dishonest. And of course, people like Rita can't accept the fact that they are being totally dishonest and that they are playing to a specific group of people, particularly those people that, firstly, are kind of ignorant, I guess, which is what Bateman's talking about. And in a clip in just a moment, he talks about just that. And also the people that the Murdoch press want to play to. And also the fact that the Murdoch press employs people like Rita to say the crap that she does. So let's just continue with Rita's little bit of a hateful splur.
Clueless, brainwashed Hollywood clown bemoaning other people being misinformed, and fancy saying that too.
Now, again, sort of hating other people that are misinformed. Well, frankly, that's what Sky News do. They spend their whole time, particularly after dark people, Rita and her cohorts in spreading misinformation to everybody, well, everybody that watches their channel anyway.
NBC's Nicole Wallace, among the worst of the activists in the mainstream media. You will find no dumber or more ill-informed viewer than those exposed to MSNBC, and obviously...
Again, I need to say it. Again, it is reflection. This is the dumbest people are watching MSNBC. No, actually, to be truthful, the most informed people watch MSNBC and CNN. They don't watch News Nation or Fox or any of those other right-wing media outlets. The most informed people are watching the ABC here in Australia. They're even watching 7 and 9 and, you know, some of these other stations which do play a lot to sensationalism, admittedly, and there's not all that much politics. But those other networks are looking at the politics of it and discussing that with their viewers. Whereas Sky News, all they want to do is feed you their own version of events which lacks any sense of rationality whatsoever. And this is the thing that sits in people like Rita's craw, I think.
Bateman fits that bill, because here he goes on a silly rant. Sounds like he wants to bring back Hillary Clinton's deplorable moment and attack more than half of America.
At what point, if ever, do you think the story would change from reporting on the outrageousness of Trump and his actions, his decisions, his words, and instead move to the people that have voted for him twice? And I know that goes back to the whole story of deplorables, and like as soon as that happened, everyone just backed off and don't ever talk bad about, you know, America and the 80 million. So, but he's never changed. Like, he's always been the same. He didn't do a 180 and dupe everybody when he got to the White House. It's the people that have put him there and then put him there again that really deserve a great deal of responsibility and a talking to. I'm sorry, and I say that with love. They are our neighbors, as I said before, and I know that they are, you know, deservedly aggrieved and whatnot. But there's another way to do it. There's somebody else in the Republican Party that can look after your issues. If it makes you sick to vote for a Democrat,
why won't you dumb rubes just vote for the Democrats or for a rhino? You know, one of those Republican in name only losers who governs like a Democrat. Did he really say all that and then add with love as he condemned half the country? What a hateful simpleton he is.
Well, I think, like that last comment, what a hateful simpleton. Well, you know, Rita, that's a description of you. You're a hateful simpleton as well. And the sooner that the Sky Network realised that you're a waste of space and that it's about time they replaced you with someone with some degree of intelligence, would be a benefit. And we look forward to it, because that moment may come. Because here on the Tony Tonkin Show, we're talking about all things Sky. So we have to keep up the good fight and fight against Sky in whichever way we can. And this is the way we do it on the Tony Tonkin Show. So thanks everybody for being with me. Take care, look after yourselves. And more importantly, be safe.